And we are back for the very final episode of My Mayor. Joining me is candidate Ken Welch. I see you're outside, Ken. I'm assuming you brought your tissues out with you just in case we get emotional in this last episode.
We'll keep our emotions in check. We're good to go.
All right. Let's keep it, stay professional. All right. So I've enjoyed our 8 or 9 months together. The feedback I've received is that the people have really enjoyed getting to know you, and a lot of the variety of the questions, gave people a really good multi sort of perspective look into who you are and who you'll be as potential mayor. So with that being said, final time, how's life on the campaign trail?
Life is great. It's hard to believe we're just a few days away, and over 20,000 folks have cast their ballot. And, we're a vote by mail city and county. And so we're well on the way to the folks making a decision. And it's been a great opportunity just to talk with so many people in our community. I'm really grateful.
That's great. And, as we're, our mission with this was to kind of look at the person behind the policy. And so our final questions give you a chance to do a little more of that and reflect. First one is, what's been the most significant change that's occurred inside of you, even if minor, in this last year of campaigning?
Well, for all of us, the last 2 years have been about adapting to a new reality. And certainly that applied to the campaign as well. And so we endeavored to try to reach out to as many people within the parameters of COVID safety. And that was a real challenge, but I think we were very successful in doing that. I want to thank Catalyst because I think the My Mayor series was a very important part of us reaching out when we had 8 candidates in a write-in in the primary. And I heard from so many folks, like you said, Joe, who said, they really enjoyed a more extended, conversation with the candidates to understand our positions, beyond the 90 seconds that you can respond to a typical forum question. So I think we adapted and we got our message across.
That's wonderful. And anything you would have done differently, in looking back?
No, it really was a learning experience. You couldn't write a script for, my last year on the commission, working with my colleagues and partners across the county and really across the Tampa Bay area to try to deal effectively to the pandemic. And so I really was not in campaign mode in 2020. And still, even this year, the first issue is public safety and health. And a lot of our folks are still struggling, still recovering, a lot of our businesses. And so it really was an issue of trying to campaign, but also dealing with the realities and trying to help folks as much as I can in our community. And so if I learned anything, it's that I need to delegate. I've never run a campaign with this large of a team. My county commission campaigns have been, 2 or 3 people. And certainly learning to delegate is a skill set that I'll use as mayor as well.
That's wonderful. And so as this is, last episode, I'd love to give you a chance just to say your final, your final thoughts and the final insight you'd like to leave any undecided voters with.
You sound like you're getting a little emotional there when you said my final thoughts. So we'll get through this, Joe.
Everything in.
Yeah, I want to thank the citizens of St. Pete for being engaged. We will get through this together. We do live in the greatest city in the nation, and I'm just excited about the opportunity to lead what we've called inclusive progress moving forward. We can become greater every day, and it'll take all of us working together to make that happen. I would ask you, if you still have questions, go to kenwelch.com. You can find contact links there to talk to us if you have any further questions, but make sure you cast your ballot. So far, only about 15% of folks that are eligible to vote have voted. And your local government is the government that makes sure you have clean water at the tap, make sure you have a response when you dial 911, make sure our streets are safe. Local government matters. So I just encourage everyone to go out and cast your ballot if you haven't, or on November 2nd. And so thank you all very much.
Wonderful. Thank you so much. I very much appreciated your being up for any kind of weird questions and giving thoughtful answers. And I echo your sentiment that people need to get out and vote. 15% is way too low.
Absolutely. Absolutely. Thank you so much, Joe. I appreciate it.
Thank you, candidate Ken Welch.